Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Sunday, July 2nd, 2023. In this video, we're going to take a look at a politician that I would call a rhino, Republican in name only. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I think the universe may have some insights about him, and I'd like to find out more, and I think maybe you will too. I'm speaking of Lindsay Graham, who was speaking last night at Mr. T's rally and was roundly and soundly and repeatedly booed by the people of his own state. So let's take a look at the situation, a couple of nuggets of his background, and then see what the universe has to say about a question I would like to ask. As always, this share screen I'm going is a compilation I'll have on my personal Facebook page, and I'll have a link to that in the video description box. Here, Mr. Graham is yesterday at the rally. And here is a link that takes you to Facebook, about a 6-minute video of that portion of the rally where he was trying to speak and was booed repeatedly. Here's some sentiments about this particular rhino, Republican in name only. First of all, I kind of agree with this meme, calling him a traitor because he supports keeping the J6 prisoners in jail. Okay, back in May, he visited the country that starts with U and is recorded here in this little snippet of dialogue saying that the Russians are dying, it's the best money we've ever spent. And then there's some speculation. About 2 years ago, Mr. Graham reported having gotten that particular malady that is going around. Now, there's some talk that there's code words for that. And that when you test positive for it, it means this. Okay? So, we're getting close to what I want to ask about. All right. Lindsay Graham attended the rally and was ruthlessly booed. I suspect he's under white hat control and must agree to be dissed as part of his particular package. So when I see a speculative comment like that, that's the perfect type of thing to ask the tarot cards about. Let's do that, shall we? All right, so we would like to know if the person seen in the public eye as politician Lindsay Graham is under white hat control and enduring some of those moments like he had at the rally where he was booed, and that was not a manufactured thing. That was organic from his constituents. Is that part of his package? And are there other insights and information that the universe would like to share with us about possibly white hat controlled Lindsay Graham, warmonger, rhino, and proponent of keeping people without due process in jail? Okay, is rhino Lindsay Graham under white hat control? Is occasional public humiliation part of his particular package? And are there other insights and information the universe would like to share? Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, the Devil, Four of Swords, the World, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Hermit, This is interesting. We were asking about rhino Lindsay Graham, and we're getting a yes here. He is under white hat control. This 10 speaks to an end of an era or a span of life going on for him. So the glory days that as he would perceive them, of getting money under the table and making deals and not putting his constituents first and living with honor and integrity, have caught up with him. The devil card is about consequences, temptations, and obviously he participated in them and faced and enjoyed them. I could see that man with, I mean, I could superimpose him on this card and see him playing that role very easily. Sometimes the most mild looking people have the worst interior that you'd ever want to see. Okay, he's had time to reflect on his past actions, absolutely had that time. And we're not going to be told everything that's going on with him. Some details the universe does not want to share with us yet at this time, maybe because of other rhinos being facing some consequences too. We're reassured here with the world. So yeah, as our world changes and moves on, situations like this are going to be happen more and more often. I don't see, other than showing other rhinos what can happen once they choose that path. I don't see what good it did to have him at that particular event, and you know, the public humiliation. So unless it was a cautionary tale for others, then it would serve a purpose. Okay, let's move ahead here and see what's going on here. We have the 8 Pentacles showing up here, and that is a card of some skilled, this was part of a, when you see this, it's always that there is some highly skilled effort going on with the situation, whatever that might be. And it involves some tangible things. So that can be the real estate, it can be gold, it can be silver, precious metals, and something else that's tangible is our very freedom. Okay, so he is setting out. We may already have a Mr. Graham 2.0 on the scene here. I hope not. Just let the 1.0 suffer some humiliations and keep him on a tight tether, because as I've shared before, I think the whole 2.0 is being overused. It's been too often a go-to for both sides of things. And little divine divine inspiration here with the Hermit card saying that the entire situation has been it's come to the notice of those far above ourselves, and it was time that he was dealt with. Let's get a couple of the cards and see what the universe wants us to know. Hanged Man. I know this doesn't mean hanging, but on top of these cards, I kind of wonder if the universe is having a little fun and enjoying a play on words. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so for a period of time, he's going to have to suffer some indignities. It is part of his particular package. And I don't know how much of what he's accomplished they're going to leave him with his name and reputation intact. Time will tell. I'm not privy to that. But yeah, we're moving into new eras, new ways, new paths for our world, and the place for corrupt and compromised representation is coming, thank goodness, to an end. And there we have it, the ultimate White Hat Alliance card. Okay, yeah, so our world is changing. There are some really well planned and strategic forces behind these changes that are coming, and ultimately the goal is a free humanity, a sovereign humanity, and a humanity that has representation when needed, but not a behemoth of government that is sucking all our resources. In the corner, we have one of my furry co-hosts, Alieska, playing with one of my decorations. You can see the paw in the corner there. So Alieska, hi, welcome to the video. Okay, let's recap. Senator Lindsay Graham was roundly, soundly, and repeatedly booed last night at Mr. T's rally. And there was speculation among the Anons that he may have been picked up in this public humiliation was part of his package that he's just got to live with for a short time. I thought it was interesting. We asked about that. Okay, now first of all, when we asked about, is it true, what's going on, got 2 really kind of dark cards indicating Mr. Graham and his situation. Okay, so yeah, his glory days are over, and if we peel back the layers of the onion, I think on this man, we're going to find out that he was a lot darker than you guess, looking at his rather ineffective and mild facade. Okay, he was given time to. He has made a deal, and it's not in the recent past because he's had time to reflect on all the events that led up to that moment. Okay, reassured here that the world in the present is moving on from times like that, and situations like that, and compromised leadership like that. Okay, there's a lot of skilled effort going into these changes. Absolutely, it's well thought out. No need to worry about it. Okay, and also got that Mr. Graham has found out that some things he thought were lucrative weren't quite as lucrative as he had hoped. Okay, the hermit showed up, which is our divine and off-world type of energy, depending on what your lens is. So yeah, I mean, he was dark enough that he caught the attention and needed the oversight that he is now receiving. I had a chuckle when I saw the hanged man. I keep telling people, now this doesn't mean he's really hanging, but it landed right on top of him, and I kind of wondered, you know, what his exit's going to look like when it does happen. But he is having to look at things in a whole new way. Okay, and his tail feathers have been trimmed. Absolutely. Okay, and then finally, our last two cards. Just a reminder that we are moving into a new path for humanity, and white hats got it under control. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, now just a Laura's view thing. I don't care who you are politically. If you endorsed the balloting that happened when we had our last big election, you endorsed that. You said, oh, let's just live with it. Too much time has gone by. Or you support the incarceration of American citizens without due process. I want nothing to do with you. You're not a patriot. You're not someone I want representing me, and I don't want you speaking for me. That's just a Laura's view thing. Okay? In the meantime, Mr. Graham has a couple of dog and pony shows he's going to be appearing at before his final judgment and justice is done. So decide to be a rhino. May not pay off for you. All right, play foolish games, win foolish prizes. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time and attention. If you're a subscriber, I'm glad you're here and I welcome you. And even if you're not, I'm just glad you chose to listen to something that's not quite mainstream, and hopefully with an open mind, and maybe some of it resonated with you. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay too. You got to follow your conscience, your heart, and your discernment at all times. And I would never advise otherwise. If I start to do something like that, take a good look at who I am, because I may not be me. Because I'm always going to be for freedom, sovereignty, and making up your own mind and using your own good judgment. All right. Till next time, love, light, and everything bright from me and Allie Esco over in the corner here. Bye.